Good morning, it's Tony here at Smart Toyota. This morning we're going to take a look and compare the new 2020 Toyota Camry XLE Hybrid versus the SE Hybrid for 2020. We're going to go ahead and look at the front end, the lighting package up front, compare and contrast, and then we'll swing around to the back and take a look at the taillights and the rear end of these vehicles. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, beginning up front with the headlights off. On the right hand side we have the XLE Camry Hybrid, and then on the left hand side the SE Camry Hybrid. Let's go ahead and take a look at the differences on the front end. First of all, on the XLE, the grille is a painted gunmetal gray with kind of a louver effect, and then the upper part of the grille is painted piano black with of course the blue hybrid Toyota badge, standard on all hybrids for Toyota. On the SE, the grille is completely different. First of all, you'll notice there are some louvers out on the right hand side, and those are all matte finish, and then the grille itself is a non-painted kind of a matte finish grille, and the upper portion is matte black finish with, of course, the hybrid badging up front for Toyota. The other major difference on the front end of these two cars is the headlight package. So on the left again is the SE, and you can see it has halogen indicators with projector style headlights, and then on the XLE, projector headlights, but then the driving lights or the indicators are LEDs. So these are LED bulbs across the front. And you'll really see the difference in those when I turn off the overhead lighting. But for the most part up front, those are your major differences between the two, the grille and the headlight setup. Let's go ahead and turn off the overhead lights and take a look at that effect. Okay, so here's the XLE on the right hand side and the SE on the left hand side, and right away you notice the differences in the lightings setup. So you can see we've got the amber bulbs up front on the SE with amber side markers and the halogen projector style headlights. So a little bit more of an aggressive look on those headlights. And then on the LE, notice we have the, as I mentioned before, the LED lights here with a projector style headlight here, and then your amber beams on the side, giving it a little bit more of a luxury look. I'll go ahead and turn on the flashers so you can see what the blinkers look like. Okay, again on the right hand side, the XLE with those amber blinkers, and they are LEDs. So you notice the blink is, if you will, is a little bit more crisp. And then on the left hand side is the SE, and those are more of your halogen light. So notice the halogen light doesn't actually go all the way off. It gets close, but then it comes back on. Where on the LED light, you can see it goes completely off and gives it a more exact blink, if you will. Let me go ahead and throw on the bright lights so you can see what those look like as well. So there they are with the bright lights on. Not much of a difference between the two once the brights go on, but clearly the SE does not have as much lighting going on up front as you see on the XLE. Let's go ahead and take a look at the taillights and go. Okay, comparing the rear end of the two Camrys. On the left, XLE Hybrid, and then here on the right, the SE Hybrid. Of course, they both have the hybrid badging with the trim badging in chrome, Camry badging, and the hybrid Toyota badge as well. Starting up on the top, Notice the trunks both have an integrated spoiler here. You can see that on the XLE, but then on the SE, they add an additional spoiler up on top to contribute to the sporty look and appeal of the vehicle. Taking a quick look at the tail lights on both of these, the XLE does have LED tail lights, complete LED tail lights, and I'll turn off the overhead lighting here shortly and demonstrate that. And then the SE, these are halogen tail lights, but the SE does add this louver right here to add to the sporty look of the vehicle as well. The other major difference on the back of these two is relating to the exhaust system. Dual chrome exhaust tips here and a single exhaust tip there, but then the lower valance there is solid and matte black finish on the XLE, this piece of trim that runs along the bottom here. And then on the SE, it's more of a spoiler effect that gives it a little bit lower profile. And again, you can see the dual exhaust tips coming out the back. So let's go ahead and turn off the overhead lights, turn on the exterior lights, and compare the two. All right, big difference in the tail lights. The LED tail lights are a full wraparound LED on the XLE trim here, and I would say it's a brighter light compared to the SE, which again is using halogen light bulbs. So you get a light bulb here and here, where the XLE wraps all the way around the back. Let's go ahead and turn on the flashers and see what that looks like. Okay, again, XLE on the left with the LED indicators. Also an LED indicator up there in the rearview mirror. And then the SE does not have that mirror indicator, and the rear blinkers are halogen bulbs. So very much like the front, you can see the blink, if you will, on the XLE is more crisp and goes completely out, but the halogen on the SE, they blink and then kind of fade out, but not completely, and then they come back on. So much more, I think, a rich look with the clear lenses and the precise blinking on the LED bulbs versus the SE. But you decide. Let me know in the comments which lighting package you prefer. The LE LEDs or the SE halogen light setup. Hope you enjoyed my video. This is Tony here at Smart Motors Toyota in Madison, Wisconsin. Thanks for watching.